This video explores how to create convincing forms and depth of space with gesture drawing, drawing as if sculpting with every stroke of the pencil, pen or brush. We will follow the example and drawing styles of three top 20th century sculptors, Henry Moore, Alberto Giacometti and Magdalena Abakanowicz. Here is British sculptor Henry Moore creating one of his distinctive wax-resist drawings of people sleeping in the London tube stations during World War II, where he draws first with white wax crayon and applies an ink wash over the top. This video is about two art skills, drawing and looking. First, the techniques of gesture drawing, and second, seeing objects the way sculptors do, in terms of their volume and mass, and the way the objects occupy space. When combined, these two things can give us a new way of drawing, a sculptural way of drawing. This video is also about pushing ourselves, about the benefit of drawing again and again and again. Drawing frequently and thoughtfully, trying to get our drawings to come closer to what we see, think and feel. All this leads to better drawing. So this video is also my encouragement to you to go a little further than you have before, because you can. Giacometti used to talk about this sort of persistence, the need to try and try and try again. Let's watch over his shoulder as he does just this, as he tries to get his brush drawing to better express the angles, planes, lines, volumes and mass of his friend's head. This was not the first time he had tried to portray the shapes of his friend's head, nor was it the last time. Its purpose is to capture the essential feeling of the subject. It can be used to capture movement or sculptural form or both. When we examine the drawing style of our three sculptors, it is clear they seem to repeat their drawing marks over and over, creating a mass of overlapping lines piling up on each other as if they're trying to find Not the simple outline of the surface of the subject, but trying to find the solidity under the surface, the essence, the inner forms, and the inner energy or expression of their subject. Notice that this is also how Giacometti models a clay head when he is sculpting. His hands constantly pressing, squeezing, adding clay, taking clay away, and his knife blade pressing, shaping, cutting, and gouging over and over in the same place, searching for the form. Gesture drawing uses similar searching and additive processes, the processes of repeating marks, layering our drawing marks in the same place to discover the concrete 3D presence and inner expression of the subject. Always searching for the form, searching for the space around the subject, searching for the right density and layers of marks to express the subject's mass, its dimensions, its energy, and its location in space. Here are some more gesture drawings by our three sculptors, side by side. Moore on the left, Giacometti in the middle, and Abakanowicz on the right. Let's absorb something of their style, their approach, for our own gesture drawing activity. For this art activity, start by studying and learning from these artists, their techniques and styles, and see what happens. First step, find a 3D subject to draw. My students and I were lucky to visit an exhibition of Magdalena Abakanowicz's sculptures and drawings, including some of her very moving anonymous portraits, so we drew those. For us, this was an exciting and challenging activity. They are crumpled, squeezed, folded, and slashed, and they only just resemble human heads. Deeply scarred and damaged, they are mute and slightly disturbing. Ideal but also emotionally challenging subjects for gesture drawing. You can see how we did here. For your gesture drawing project, you can use any subject, but people, animals, or standalone objects such as sculptures, rock formations, large still life objects, these are best because we want subjects that have well-defined volume and mass that you can walk around, touch, feel, and experience. What are some gesture drawing techniques that work? Well, while everyone has their own style, there are some techniques that will help you get started. Once you have found your subject, try to sit or stand so that you can keep your drawing hand as loose and free as possible. Don't rest your arm or wrist on the paper. The rhythm of your drawing will be better if the only thing touching your paper is the pen or pencil or brush or whatever you're using. Look closely and long at your subject, but draw quickly. Be brave enough to look at your subject longer than you feel you need to, and certainly look longer than you usually do. I sometimes start by drawing in the air above my paper, practicing the rhythm and movement of my hand until it matches the shapes I'm seeing. Don't be afraid to repeat the same marks over and over on top of each other, lighter at first, and then layering and letting the marks become darker and more definite as you feel the form emerging on your page before your eyes. Use monochrome materials so that you can create light and dark marks. Use dark tones in the spaces around your subject to help it emerge or come forward out of its surrounding space. Often the first drawing is a disaster while we tune our eyes and get our hand and arm gestures flowing easily. Don't worry. Use the first drawing as a warm-up, as a throwaway. Do it quickly and move on. Find the fun and freedom in this. Then do a second drawing, and another, and another, and another, always a little further. If you are new to my channel, consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and share.